everyone, this is the recorded video for week 7, day 1. Today as we started with a stress check to see how everyone is doing. And just a reminder, this Wednesday, December 9th, it will be asynchronous Wednesday, meaning that you will only log into your first period, your homeroom class. But for the rest of the day, you will be doing your work independently. We also had a chance for everyone to share the CER if they like. And with that, we talk about the body temperature. For human body temperature, the average is commonly known as 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And we mentioned that if we go lower than that, it can lead to hypothermia. And if we go higher, it can lead to fever or hyperthermia. But in a recent research, we see that the average human body temperature is actually dropping. Now, this original number of 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, it was established by a German doctor back in 1851, so around 170 years ago. But in the recent research, they realized that the closer number that we are seeing right now is actually closer to 97.5 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was also confirmed by Stanford University, and they also published a paper earlier this year as well. Two of the reasons that they mentioned why the body temperature might be dropping, it can be due to lower metabolic rate and lower infection and inflammation. Right here, this is an excerpt by Harvard University talking about the research from Stanford University. And they say that the two reasons, again, lower metabolic rate and lower rate of infection or inflammation. And if you think about the past 170 years, a lot of things have changed. There is a lot of things that we know right now that they didn't know 170 years ago. We have a lot better knowledge about how antibiotic work, how vaccine work, etc. So that actually lead to better medical treatment overall. There is also some research that say that it could also lead to higher body mass, preventive measure, etc. Now, just to recap on what we have learned about body system so far, we've learned that there are 4 different levels of organization. At the very beginning of the year, we learned about cells. And we talk about how cells is the smallest basic unit of living things. There is nothing smaller than cells that is considered alive. And beyond cells, we have tissues, organ, and organ system. When we did the digestive system lab, we talk about that all the big and small organs, they're all important. They all have a unique role and they all work together to make the whole body system work. And with each body system too, they all have different functions and they work together to help the organism to function. And in the lab that we did last week in Homeostasis Lab, we learned that balance is the key. It's not having number too high or too low, but they want to keep all the number within the normal range to keep a balance. So with that, we're going to switch gear this time to talking about water cycle, weather, and climates. To begin with, go ahead and take a minute and draw a water cycle. As you're watching this video right now, you can pause this video, take out a piece of paper, and draw a picture of what you think water cycle looks like. Next, now that you have drawn a picture of water cycle, where do you think water cycle end? You have 4 choices. The 4 choices you have is evaporation, condensation, precipitation, or none of the above. What do you think? Again, the answer choices are evaporation, condensation, precipitation, or none of the above. What do you think? And the answer right here would be none of the above. Yes, because it is a cycle, so it continues to go on and on without having a distinct stopping point. Now, are there any other cycles that you can think of besides the water cycle? Perhaps the rock cycle, carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle. Even the word recycle or bicycle, they have the word cycle in it, and we see that they are usually involve a circle that continue to go on and on. Now, next question. Do you think temperature has an effect on the water cycle? Yes or no? Does temperature has an effect on the water cycle? Yes or no? And the answer is yes. Temperature does has effect on water cycle. We do rely on a source of heat, which on the earth would be the sun. Now on this picture, go ahead and take some time. Think about where would the word condensation, precipitation, or evaporation would go. Take a moment and think about it. And we'll get to this picture again when we come back to this lesson on Friday. With that, today we are going to be working on the assignment. It's called Week 7, Day 1 assignment, Build 9 video. Let me show you where you can find your assignment. Make sure to go to your Google Classroom, click on Classwork, go to Week 7, and this is where you can find the video, Build 9 the Science Guide. And right here, you are going to take 10 notes on the right side right here on the Google document. Once you open the Google document right here, you can see that there are 10 numbers on the left. Make sure to write 10 complete sentences based on the video. If you finish early, you can go ahead and click Turn In. And you can also click right here on Week 7, Day 2 article. And right here, you can pre-read the article for our asynchronous day tomorrow. Again, the Google form will be posted tomorrow morning. I'll see you on Day 3 this week. Bye.